Basically.
That's what the thing is, and be like, oh my god, it's me.
Good morning.
Bro.
I hear that.
Something else. It's kind of related to it as well. So you know, in terms of you got a lot of these say quote unquote celebrities and famous people that are coming about now, and you ask them what they do, they say like, you know, they're an influencer, they're a content creator and stuff like
Public figure,
all that. So my question to you is, do you think the word celebrity and famous is being thrown around too loosely nowadays? Do you think do you think it's been used to much? Can't get out my way.
Yeah, I think it is. I think Instagram put out something recently where they were like, if you have 60,000 followers, you're considered to be famous, quote unquote famous.
60,000?
Yeah, it's something like, I have to check the number specifically, but it's something to do with, if you get to like a certain amount of number, you're considered to be famous in regards to, I guess, like Instagram, or what they deem to be of a certain percentage of people. But I think it does get thrown around loosely. But we're in a day and age where you can become a celebrity or famous from, you know, the comfort of your own home, doing YouTube videos from your bed, from a meme, from anything. Do you know what I mean? So
shout out to those who have OnlyFans in it.
Sorry to bother you. Do you want to join my OnlyFans?
I want to do some business.
What business?
No, I'm alright, love.
No,
I know someone's approached me about that like 3-4 times.
What?
I've just told them, look,
it's
I don't
wild,
want
fam. It's
OnlyFans.
wild.
Leave me alone.
What,
That's
$5?
that's the thing, yeah. Some people have their
$5.
Some people have their accounts here, and some of them are making money. Fair, I don't think it's a true profession.
It's not.
But cool, do what you're doing in it. Get your pounds in it. But there's some that are actually out there doing what they're doing and not getting no return, no revenue, fam. Just doing it for free. Just send out free nudes and that. Like.
Show your cheeks for free, man.
Flash your pots for those. Oh,
Like, I
My
mean,
milkshake.
you know when in Family Guy where a guy gets Peter to rub his teeth.
That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking about. I can't that is funny.
But yeah, man, I mean, like, boy, if that's what you want to do, fam, then do it. But I just think that it's not sustainable. I mean, as soon as the focus is moved away from that, then you're done at it. You're gonna have to. Well, if someone told you to go and get a job, what are you gonna do?
so what do you do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're gonna have to go back to college, fam.
Then sorry, go on.
I was going to say that there's some celebrities that are living a false life out here as well.
Agreed.
There's some people, guys and girls, that are doing like OnlyFans sort of things, but then the front is the fact that they're a celeb and they're doing these slimming teas and stuff like that and everything.
Yeah.
But to make ends meet, they're doing other sort of stuff.
What even like the ones who do their surgery, get their tummy tuck and everything, and then promote, like, say they're in the gym and they're doing the flat tummy tea.
Yeah.
They're lying to people.
Yeah, it's all a facade. People are very good at, you know, creating a sort of false sense of reality.
But that's the thing that's I feel a bit scary, because there are people who act there who actually believe they do these type of things without like actually realizing they do this BB on butt lift, or you know, these tummy tucks. They don't they don't see them do the hard graft. So people actually believe, let's do this. Let's see if I can do this in the gym and get this type of body in this type of time. But without realising this person paid £20,000 to go to Turkey to get themselves up to
Yeah.
You
You
know
know,
what I mean?
the person that done it as well, that got the tummy tuck and all of that, they actually believe, like some of them convince themselves, like, I've done this on my own.
Yeah,
blah, blah,
some
blah.
of them promote that like they've got a real body and they've had their body changed. It's not.
I've even seen some, like, obviously go and do their surgery, like, and come back completely different. They've gone through their change, and then later on bagging on other people who are maybe not happy with their body. And I'm thinking to myself, like, listen, that's where you remember where you came from. You know what I mean? I remember when you came from. Just be humble. Have your opinion, but just be humble about it.
Yeah.
And even just to take it away from, like, obviously it seems like we're talking about like just females, but it's males as well. Because I remember there's a guy on Insta, Simeon Panda. And a lot of people are asking.
Don't tell me is it fake?
No, we don't know. But like a lot of people ask him if he does, if he takes like steroids and that, but he always avoids the question. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a thing where it would be better if he. I personally think it would be better if he come out and said yes he does, or yes he does, or no he doesn't. You know what I mean? Because if he doesn't, but he said if he does, but said no he doesn't, then it's a thing where I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, what if I want to get that those results, and I'm there thinking, I can't get those results naturally. I'm going to then turn to.
Yeah, I understand.
Turn to
but then,
drugs and all.
In what you're saying, I agree with what you're saying. But then, on another perspective, he could probably be thinking like, "That's quite an offensive question. Like, I work hard every day, blah blah blah." But then, who's to say that he can't just? Huh?
I don't think that's offensive.
No. But like bodybuilders, like they're quite egotistical. So even if you go in the gym and be like, right, like, what do you take steroids? You can see the spots on their back and shoulders.
Yeah.
So you already know that they're taking. But if you ask someone, you'll be like, what? Are you mad? Man, mash weights like. Blah, blah, blah. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get that, but then where he's on a platform that he's always trying to help other people train and all that, they're always going to have questions, do you know what I mean? So I think that if you're in that kind of position and someone's asking you a question, do you take steroids and that, you've got to be prepared to tell them yes. Even if he took steroids, he can then tell people about the pros and cons of taking steroids, the different type of steroids.
There's nothing wrong with him saying, no, I don't take steroids.
Or even if he said, like, you know what I mean? There's just two different types of bodybuilders.
But then that comes down to like social responsibility as a celebrity, and that goes back to what you said is the term being thrown around too loosely, because we're giving this status to people who can't really handle the weight of being, a person, a public figure who's maybe a role model or this and that. And I know some people don't ask for it; they're just doing what they're doing. They're going about their daily lives and they're living the best life that they think is possible to help others or even just for themselves. But at the same time, I think you get to a certain level where you're in the public eye or and you have to understand that your voice holds, unfortunately, a little bit more weight than other people's. So you have to just be conscious of that.
I feel like in the terms of celebrity, I think the term celebrity has been reinvented. That's what I think, because of how times have changed. Like when we were young, saying growing up in the 90s and stuff, a celebrity was... I wouldn't even have classed a footballer as a celebrity apart from David Beckham. Do you know what I'm saying? But a celebrity would have been classed as a movie star or a TV actor.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or maybe a singer.
Yeah, you got superstars as well.
Yeah, now you got superstars. Yeah. So MJ, Michael Jackson, and
people screaming,
Beyonce,
fainting,
fainting and stuff like that. But now, all Michael has to do is I'm shaking, passing out and that. But I feel like with the advanced technology now, and we have social media. People, I mean, even the term influencers, like, what are you influencing?
People's stupid brain, fam.
No. I don't think the term influencer is even a bad term if you're actually influencing something. But if you're just endorsing someone else's products, you're not. What's the influence?
I know. But
just
then,
an advert.
Middleman.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, when you say influencer, and I've seen, obviously, a lot of the time you see influencers are trying to influence people on things that you might not be interested in, but like there's some people out there that are actually influenced by these influencers, and therefore that's why we're getting this type of society that we are today, because it's almost like it's almost like you have to be dumb enough to be influenced, I think.
Do you know how mad that is? That's like every influencer's got their own little cult.
Yeah, if you had your own brain, you wouldn't be influenced. Do you know what I mean? So the influencers are almost preying on those that don't have their own mind.
I wouldn't. Do you know what? Yeah. Sorry, Joey. Sorry. I wouldn't even say that to an extent, because we will see like things on a billboard or an advert and then go and get it. So that's not
influence. That's just like, obviously their things are that puts it in your mind like, all right, that's an advert. That's what it's there to advertise.
How is that not okay? For example, if Pogba's wearing Paul Pogba, if he's wearing Adidas Predators, I mean, Predators were big from David Beckham day. Do you get what I'm saying? Beckham is the #1 Predator wearer. But I didn't get Predators at first because I just liked Predators. I was influenced by David Beckham because of the way he coded the ball. Yeah. So I wanted those boots because I wanted to code the ball. I got Vapors because of Thierry Henry.
Okay, all right, that's fine. But obviously, those are footballers. You're into football. If say a rugby player was on a billboard and you saw him in Preds, you're not going to want to buy those because obviously he's they're not footballers. Therefore, you're interested in football.
Yeah,
Therefore,
it's
so obviously
influencing, isn't it?
So they're not just influencers. Obviously, being a footballer and being famous, obviously that comes as a brand. That comes being an influencer comes with that. But for someone to say they're just an influencer, it's like not really.
I would say even
I don't
kind
think
of.
so.
I get your point still.
Yeah.
I would say even kind of cohabits with marketing. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
not really,
You're almost
not
like
really-
you're almost a walking billboard.
Yeah,
in a way.
literally. Yeah.
Because have you seen sometimes that you see like Nike adverts, and you see like if you see like a Nike tech tracksuit, and you see that Barcelona midfielder Frankie De Jong, you've seen him wearing that, and I see him all the time wearing it and all that. I'm thinking, yeah, you know, I might want to get that or whatever. But if I was to see a Nike tracksuit and I just see any Harry just wearing it, I'm not really inclined to think like, oh yeah, I want those. Do you know what I mean?
So wouldn't you say that's an influence?
But then I'm influenced because he's a footballer. I'm not like.
But that's the influence, though, isn't it?
What do you mean? That's
Where he is an influencer.
That's where he's an
because he
influencer.
is.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but he's an influencer because he's a footballer. Like obviously, being a footballer, especially when you're being sponsored and everything, influencing comes with that. But you can't be purely just an influencer. You have to be doing something.
Oh, I
as
see
well.
what you mean. Like you cite someone getting 60,000 followers and then saying that I'm going to endorse this brand and market this brand,
Yeah.
but I haven't really done anything. All I've got is a load of followers.
Yeah.
and
You
now
ain't
I'm
done
just
nothing.
doing
You're
it.
just saying you're purely an influencer.
But then some people might say they're influencing their crowd,
But
like
that's it,
of
that's
people
what I was
like
saying before.
their
They got their own
little
cult.
crowd that follow them
you
because
ask
they
them
like
what-
to. Because there's like for example, there's some girls that are. Is the right term wags, like footballers' wives?
yeah.
Do you know
Wives
what I
and
mean?
girlfriends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of females nowadays that will be the girlfriend of a footballer, and they'll be posting certain pictures online because they're making money from it and this and that, and that's their whole theme of what they do. And their class as an influencer because they're influencing the crowd that's around them for maybe girls that maybe like that lifestyle or
wanna
maybe
be like them.
aspire to be that
Yeah.
in that lifestyle.
I get that. But I just think to myself like,
It's too
It's not a
easy
skill.
to become
It's
an
not a
influencer.
skill.
Yeah, it's too
Like,
easy
you
to
know what
become
I
an influencer nowadays
Yeah.
because all you have to do is go on Love Island and you get endorsed.
You get endorsed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
influence.
Get one boohoo deal.
But
what I'm saying?
that leads to. I think society needs to do better. I'm sorry to say this.
people need to do
You tell
that.
them, Joey.
No, but honestly, I want to be absolutely real here. How can a whole influencer influence the way you live, the way you like portray life, the way you go around things? How can you not look like at your? I'm not trying to cuss people for trying to make a living because you got to make a living somehow, one way or another. But you can't sit there and tell me that if I don't know how you word it properly, but let's say for example, your whole life is on like measured on one person. Let's say for example Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
There was one guy who I think I saw on TV. He did so much Botox and that to make himself look like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
figured to myself, where's your life at?
Yeah.
Because
Easily influenced.
that's poor. That's poor. Just people need to do better. Like people around him need to sit there and chat to him and say, look, this isn't right. Number one, the surgeries are dangerous. Let's be perfectly honest with you. Yeah. And but it comes to things like, I want to be, because I've seen some girls online. There was a situation where a girl on Instagram, someone saw something on Instagram, and I think she committed suicide. The little girl committed suicide with it,
really?
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, how come she committed suicide? And then apparently I'm hearing stuff like, she wanted to be this type of person, but she couldn't. She felt ugly. She felt horrible inside. She felt this and the other.
That's so sad.
And there we go. She ended her life, and I feel that people need to have like positive influences in people's lives so we can, move forward. If you know what I mean?
So do you think like influencers they influence lifestyles?
Yeah,
So then, alright. So say you got older brothers.
yeah.
Would you say they influence your life?
Some of the choices they make me more wary about life. I'm not saying they're bad influences. in my opinion, they're brilliant influences in my life. Yeah. But it gives you something to learn from as a younger brother. So, for example, you got a younger brother, so I'm pretty sure he learns things from you and your older brother.
Yeah.
So he can go on in life and obviously also
smoother, innit?
Yeah, a bit smoother.
Yeah. So I was just saying that obviously I think my life's been influenced by my older brother.
Yeah.
and my parents, and obviously just like figures.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't then go and say they're influencers. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Just
no, I get it.
like obviously people can influence your life, but I just as I was saying before, I just think being so like your occupation being an influencer, I think that's just false.
So would you what's the difference between an influencer and a role model then?
A role model, in my opinion, is someone who is in your life. See, that's actually a very hard one because I can understand where you're coming from here. But a role model is someone who's been persistent in your life, that has shown you ways and shown you how to, not say how to think, because that sounds like brainwashing, it isn't, but giving you their experience,
the tools,
Bit of guidance.
their
as well.
guidance, their guidance.
Okay, fair.
An influencer,
I agree, yeah.
an influencer is not a guidance. An influencer, a cult leader.
it's almost like just out there. Whoever they pick up, innit?
Fair.
So I was also another thing I was thinking of is obviously you got all these Love Island people that they use it as a platform nowadays, and obviously that almost launches them to be celebrities. I don't know what list they'll be in, but
They earn the bag, though. They earn
that's
the
what I'm
money.
saying. Yeah, but I don't think that some people that are obviously so you've got Caroline Flack, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
You had was it Big Mike? The guy who killed himself.
Or Maggie
Mac
Mac.
yeah,
I can't-
okay.
do you know what? I shouldn't even call him Maggie Mac, but
that's
was
what
his
he
Yeah,
used
name.
to call
yeah,
him,
yeah. You've got, and you had another a woman. I can't remember her name.
Is that the one who her boyfriend died a few weeks later because she killed
I
herself?
think so. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
horrific, man.
But like, so obviously being a celebrity, I don't think everyone's cut out to be a celebrity.
Yeah.
So therefore, my question is: do you think that also along with talent, your mental state should be looked at also to become a celebrity? So like if I saw you and you, Dan, and you was say you had a great voice, you can sing, and I want to make you a star. Now, if I wanted to make you a star, I can make you a star. But like, suppose if I realised that something in your mind's not quite right, or
See,
like
sad thing about that, yeah, I get what you're trying to say,
yeah,
but at the end of the day, the world we live in, it's all about money.
yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying? No one cares about your
Your
mental
mental.
health. I actually just feel that some, people, when they campaign a bit about mental health, it's just because it's the movement at the time.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. Because
agree.
being someone that's, I've got friends that have experienced mental health. I've experienced mental health within my family myself. And I feel like when you see someone that's actually gone or experienced the effects of real mental health, their approach to it is a lot different to other people that just say, mental health awareness in black people, in black men, just in general. Do you get what I'm saying? In men in general, because the suicide rate for men is a lot higher than women. But when you find someone that has something you can make a demand, you don't think about their well-being. You think about your pocket. And that's just been the laws of nature since the beginning of time.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to, unfortunately, it's not going to change. Because money does make the world go around.
Yeah. And
Black
even,
times.
and even like certain celebrities, like you can even look at child celebrities. Do you know what I mean? Look at the guy from Home Alone.
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Look at loads of different people. Even look at someone like
Lindsay
look at
Lohan.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
Or
You can even
Roman.
look at even people like Chris Brown. Do you know what I mean?
Ain't it
I mean, they're
awesome?
not a child star like that, but to some extent started very, very quite early. You know, even when you watch that documentary, I watched that Chris Brown documentary, and just to see the amount of fans and everything that kind of came all at once at him, that's a lot for someone to deal with,
horrid,
especially when you
man.
come from a place where you're not used to people looking at you. You can go to the shop
And you're
and get
loved.
milk, and you're cool. And then before you know it, now you have to put a hat on and sunglasses, and you need security and blah blah. It plays with your paranoia.
yeah.
Suffering with paranoia, a lot of them. So you're right, though. I think a lot more than talent needs to be considered when it comes to just these sort of things. But
Ethically,
people will capitalize off of what they can capitalize off.
Yeah, ethically. Fair enough. Once again, shout out to the guys coming through.
Shout out to South of the River.
South of the River pod. Shout out 49 Nights. Anyone else?
Drifters Music. It's a label that me and my friend run independently.
Also, I want to shout out Trap Giddy, Trap Giddy Clothing, Hollowbox.
Hollowbox is a great app if you want to find restaurants, bars, everything. It's almost got a Snapchat layout to it, so please go on the App Store or Google Play.
Also, shout out to Axe Kitchen. He does football tournaments every month as well. Knives down, boots up.
And don't forget to, we're all on our Instagram stories. We're always going to be up for discussions, talk about everything. Send your dilemmas in. Also, put anonymous if you want to stay anonymous. Otherwise, I will be saying out your your handle, like, you know what I mean. So thank you.
This has been I Hear That, and we're out.
So just hold on. So actually, I'll do it.
Clap.
I'm making something, am I moving mad?
Yeah. You trying to run it now?